Critical thinking is crucial.
Why is it that uncritical thinking is so common? Do you want to know the reason why?
Let's get into it. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information and ideas in order to make reasoned judgments. Critical thinking is indeed an essential skill that helps individuals to make reasonable judgments, analyze and evaluate information, and approach problems and challenges with a rational and logic mindset.
Critical thinking forms part of the soft skills individuals need in their lives. It comes with various advantages, some of which are: it encourages curiosity, promotes creativity to solve complex problems, it increases self-awareness and personal growth, and finally, it helps us to disseminate information and communication effectively.
With that being said, it is clearly and vividly known that critical thinking is advantageous or important. But why is it that uncritical thinking is so common? Basically, there are 5 barriers to critical thinking. These barriers play a powerful role in preventing people from thinking critically: egocentrism, sociocentrism, unwarranted assumption, relativistic thinking, and wishful thinking.
Diving into the 5 barriers of critical thinking. To begin with, egocentrism. Egocentrism is the tendency to focus only on yourself as useful to other people's viewpoints. Egocentrists are selfish people who view their ideas as superior to everyone else's. This is a barrier because it causes individuals to focus solely on their own perspective and beliefs, rather than considering alternative viewpoints and evidence. This can lead to a narrow-minded approach to problem-solving and decision-making, as well as resistance to change or new ideas.
Next, to talk about is sociocentrism. This is also the tendency to focus only on the group. Sociocentrists are people who follow whatever their group tells them. This can be a barrier to critical thinking because it leads individuals to accept and believe whatever their group tells them without questioning it, basically because it is widely accepted in a social group.
Next to talk about is unwarranted assumptions. These are assumptions that are made without sufficient evidence or justification. Making unwarranted assumptions can lead to errors in reasoning or making decisions. This is a barrier because it can lead to faulty reasoning or conclusion.
Highlight on the 5th barrier, wishful thinking, is the act of believing or hoping for something to be true without any evidence or logic reason to support it. It is often associated with unrealistic expectations and can lead to disappointment or failure. This is a barrier because it involves forming beliefs based on what one wishes to be, rather than logic, reason, or evidence.
And wait, relativistic thinking as part of barriers to critical thinking is a cognitive approach that acknowledges the complexity and diversity of perspectives in any given situation. It involves recognizing that there are multiple valid viewpoints and that one's own perspective is not necessarily the correct one. This is a barrier because it often leads to the belief that all opinions and perspectives are equally valid, regardless of their actual accuracy or logical consistency. This can make it difficult to evaluate arguments and evidence objectively and can lead to the lack of intellectual rigor and a reluctance to make judgments or take a stand on important issues.
Intelligent people often never learn critical thinking simply because you don't have to. They are confident in their information and can hold their own in a world where information matters. But holding your own is very different from actually being right or being able to make sound judgments. Highly educated and intellectually proficient people don't necessarily have highly adept critical thinking.
It is important or vital to critically think or celebrate beyond common sense in order to analyze situations and make us comprehend or understand them. Thinking critically will lead us to make utmost or accurate decisions whenever the need arises.